What's up, y'all? Ronald Kent, Comics and Coffee. But check it out. So it looks like we've got a bunch of number ones. Number ones starting in the month of October. Got some X-Men stuff. The Age of Revelation. The Age of Revelation seems to be the story, the plot of what's going on within these different stories across the Marvel Universe. Age of Revelation. Me particularly, I was looking to try to jump in on the Storm Rogue story. I'm thinking that I gotta get more involved with the X-Men stuff though to, I guess, follow what's really going on with that story. I'm gonna probably get the first couple issues and see if that's the case. I don't want to have to get into too many books. You know, there's a couple books that I want to read, but I don't want to go too crazy. I'm thinking about jumping over into maybe Spider-Man, but then if I jump into Spider-Man, there's so much that I miss. I don't even know what the hell is going on. So I don't want to know how deep I got to go into that. But I am jumping into Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, I read the first issue, and I'm intrigued. Cloak and Dagger has been one of my favorite titles probably for a while. I've discovered them, I'd say back in maybe 10, 12 years ago. But they've been out, for a while. So I had to go back and read some back issues. They first teamed up with Spider-Man was where I think they first, were brought to the forefront. And from that point on, being that Spider-Man is my favorite character, and then to read their story within that story in a Marvel team up. Enough said, y'all. It was on. So I jumped into all the Cloak and Dagger stuff that I could jump into, and found that I really liked that duo. I really liked that duo. So I did jump on number one, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's part of the Age of Revelation story. From what I gather, there was some kind of virus that had been put out amongst the public, and certain areas of the country have been neutralized, don't exist at this point. And in Cloak and Dagger story, they are basically trying to get into an area where they can have, it's called Haven, and they are trying to clear out any wildness there and have a place that they can call home for, I guess you could say different refugees. So this is how the story starts off. Starts with them, trying to deal with because a lot of these people from this virus have turned into mutants of different sorts, and not of the X-Men type, but just different sorts. A lot of them look like them things with the green men from outer space. But so that's where Cloak and Dagger, their story starts, this Age of Revelation. And like I said, it's intriguing. It kind of gives you setting up a little bit of history, a little bit of groundwork, and I'm gonna follow it. So I don't know if you're reading Cloak and Dagger, you're jumping in on this number one. What's your thoughts? If you read the first issue, what you think? I'm gonna keep going with it. Looking forward to, I think it's a 5-issue story. So it looks like it's gonna be a short story, but hey, I'm gonna fly. I'm jumping in a little bit at a time. See which direction I'm gonna go after that. But X-Men gets really wild and big. So I don't know how far I'm going to go into that Rogue Storm situation, but upcoming later, I'll talk about it. But till next time, let me know where you are with the Cloak and Dagger, if you're jumping on there, reading that story, and what you thought about issue number 1. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.